Hello everyone, hopefully you are doing great. In this week, our discussion topic based on social cognitive theory and general aggression theory. First of all, I am coming in social cognitive theory. Albert Bandura defined this theory as any media content or media exposure can influence us to act by these models or influencers habits way. This social cognitive theory observes these influencing matters as a observational learning way, and another thing here is that the direct learning through exposures or experience. In this video I will discuss two questions about this social cognitive theory. First question here is that how might these types of observational learnings we can differ with this direct learning through experience. First of all, I would like to say this observational learning basically means that when we actually influenced by any models or influencers via TikTok or social media platforms or any media without own experiences. And on the other hand, this direct influencing learning process here is that when we actually experienced this process by our personal consequences, then actually this learning process is a direct learning process. I want to make one example by this media context. For example, you can say that a teenager, if he or she watch any particular YouTube or social content influencers video where which types of dresses he or she weared, and if these videos influencer get the which types of promoted, you can say make, like, comment or reacts, and the social behaviors of several followers. Based on these types of things, if any teenager can adopt these types of content and wear this dress and buy these promoted products, these types of learning basically observational learning process. And in this case, actually without any experience, just based on social consequences, one influencer, one teenager get this product and learn about this behavior. And after that, if this teenager wear these clothes and promoted products used, and when he or she get the personal friends or neighbors feedback or other person's feedback owns, and then she decide according on these types of feedback if this clothes she or she will be wear or not. This actually personal experience. In this case, rewards, punishment, or discard or other things can be happen. These personal experiments, if it will be rewards and everybody make compliments about this dress, is wow, this is beautiful, then actually these teenagers get confidence to reinforcement this process and again buy these promoted products. If she or he don't get any compliments and just demotivated by this product and discouraging these types of experience, real life experience, him or her to not buying or not wear these types of dress allowed. So this is actually the key differences between observational learning and the direct learning through experience. Now I will discuss about how social cognitive theory explains the media influence in this digital era. As we are used to using several social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and so on, so we are constantly actually use these social media platforms. So how these types of social cognitive theory can explain our influences of media. First of all, I would like to say that is social cognitive theory refers that as observational learning way. So I think in this case, as we are constantly watching these types of several influencers video, I think we are motivated by their speech, their dress, their promoted products, and actually is based on their followers, reacts, comments of society's people, and based on these types of criteria, we adopt and imitate their norms, and in this way actually it influences us. And day by day actually, as social media platforms have opportunity to maximize their engagement of audience, so in this sector the reproductions and reinforcement are happening, and it increasing day by day, and their booster process, their criteria actually plays an important role to make mass audience and interact every person's here, and they actually influenced by these types of videos and start to adopt these types of norms. So in these social media platforms, it makes so easier to reach out all the peoples and make interaction between all the audiences and to adopt these types of products or promoted norms. It also we can also explain the setting norms in society. In social media platforms, if any topic or any political issues arise and speak by several persons who have we determine that these persons will be explain this so properly, so we can influenced by this topic and by this topic. So this type of debates we also can involve, and in this case a particular norms which is spread consistently, this actually make norms of society, and it can make their existence for a long time. And another case is self-efficacy. If I notice that my peers or any senior of my department posted in their LinkedIn or Facebook any post about their several achievements, so I will influenced by it, and I also used to spread these types of content in my social media platforms. So I think it encourages us to become self dependent, and this type of self-efficacy can be increased or can be decreased by several comment and followers, likes, and so on. So this type of self-efficacy, norm settings, and reproductions of these types of influencers act, their dress, promoted items, it's actually happen, and we can explain these types of things by using this social cognitive theory. And I think in this digital age the influencing matter is increasing day by day, and we directly influenced by social content, and in just a observational view. For example, I can say the viral dance practice. If in TikTok we actually watch any dance motif from any film or any music video, then actually this TikTok spread these types of viral challenge for us. And when we notice that our peers and our friends actually make comment and likes and take it so positively, we also influenced by this matter. We are also used to make these types of viral dance challenge video or spread in net for getting these types of compliments for audience. I think it's happened us, and as we can say we are actually influenced by social media platform a lot, and observational learning actually happening so densely here for us, and we are actually in control of media influence. Now I'm coming in general aggression theory. As Albert Bandura experiment, Vogodol experiment in 1960s decade. In this time actually the observational learning was happened, and in this digital era this observational learning also existing. And I also like to say that this observational learning day by day is increasing by these social media platforms. If this experiment, this Bogodol experiment was happened in today's arena, I think it's actually depends on societal norms, parenting styles, several media exposures, and the social behavior context. It actually depends how the children's behavior will be changed or not. For example, I can say that in 1960s decade, there have a limited media exposure, just only television and radio, and the parent was so much authoritarian about their children's, just on obedience and the regulations. They are not so much aware about the children's aggressive behavior, their emotional regulations, their empathy, and so on. And the media exposures also was different from nowadays, and the peer influence actually just was limited. The face-to-face conversation they can make, and just only they can meet with their peers in classrooms or anything else. But if we compare this 1960s decade with nowadays, then we can watch that this media exposure is increasing in social media platforms, and everywhere the children can connect with their peers and can influenced by them, and their parents also concerned about the children's emotional regulation, their empathy, and the schools and media make several content to make sense among children, how they actually avoid this aggressive behavior, and what actually the social improvement norms, and it's actually the basic needs. As this media content, the social exposure systems, it's changing in a positive way. So if this Bobo doll experiment was happened in today's society, I think it will be quite different between this 1960s decade to this 2024 years, because in this era, as are living in digital era, we are influenced by several content, and based on these types of content, basically we are learn about that there have no difference between boys and children, girls, and as this Bobo doll experiment was happened in just a limited area, and just focus that boys are more likely to aggressive than girl. But if they follow this today's society, in this term they can engage the vast children's among the world, and can make a great awareness by using media. So it will be quite different from 1960s to now, and it's basically depend on these types of media exposure and social norms. Finally, I will discuss about, can this general aggression model explain the aggressive behavior stemming on media use? As far as I'm concerned about it, yes, of course, because this general aggression model actually is a comprehensive framework of personal and situational factors, and it suggests us to trigger out the several aggressive behavior in long-term process and from short-term process. So if any occurrence happen in from our personal functions or our situational factors, and is repeated day by day in social media platforms, for example, I can say several hate speech, body shaming speech, several social contexts which have to be changed, and which types of repetition of several violent content, we can figure out these types of contents influence, and we can make solution how we can actually remove these types of violent contents from our society by this theory. So I think it's helpful, and it can explain the aggressive behavior so fantastically. That's all. Thank you, everybody.